Jason, and I'm your host for the Brand Identity Design podcast. And today, once again, we are with Girish, Mr. Girish Bali, the one and only. Girish, why don't you wave at the audience? I don't know whoever is going to be watching this
Who's going to
live.
be on here? I don't know, but I'm waving to somebody right now.
so guys, we are actually live streaming. Okay, yeah, this show is being live streamed as we speak on YouTube, LinkedIn, and even on Clubhouse. So we are doing it on Clubhouse so that we can get some questions from our audience, and let's see how things go. So today our topic of discussion is going to be what's Podference 2022 with Mr. Girish Bali, who is the host of Back2Basics Production. He's also an editor very soon, chief editor. He's gonna be very soon, and he's also gonna be the host and founder for Podfriends Media, 2022. 2023, 2024, so on and so forth. So a lot of things in place. So I'm sure you guys may have probably seen the teaser video. We just wanted to showcase a snippet. So Girish was very kind enough to actually showcase a snippet. We are still working on the demo video. We will include more speakers who would be adding on to the conversation very soon. And we will eventually release the final video. So let me actually give Girish the opportunity to introduce himself. So
Uh,
Girish,
Before we start, can you send me the link of
YouTube.
the YouTube because I think Cynthia wants to view um, the stream.
Yes, 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 yes. I will post it on chat in just a minute while you do that. And can you
So
just say
yeah,
hi to
fine, fine, fine.
Sandhya from my side?
Yeah, I will. Hello, whoever's on Clubhouse right now. We just wanted to say hi to everyone, and I'll be putting up the link for the YouTube live that we have right now. So give us a few seconds. But in the meantime, if you do want to come on, I'll invite you there. And I think I have the link right now. So give me a certain seconds to
Yes,
be on
I
there.
am pretty fast. Woo, woo.
Well, we are only talking about the podcast. Okay, so Sophia, I just put the link up there for the live that we have right now. So if you have any questions, you can raise your hand and we'll bring you up. But in the meantime, I think Jason want to say something on his end. Go ahead, Jason.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. So I have also joined Clubhouse, but guys, you would still hear my audio through Girish's profile. That's how just technology works. So yeah, so I wanted to actually give people a rough idea as to what exactly is Podference, Girish. I'm really excited. Like, I was really surprised when I saw the teaser yesterday's show. So can you tell us what is Podfriend? It is a weird name. Like, how did you come up with this name? And what made you actually do this Podfriends thing? What is the idea about it? Like, can you give us an overview?
Well, yeah, thanks again, Jason, for bringing me up on your platform. And thank you again for all the stuff that you've done for me in the back end, which I cannot advise. I cannot say anything right now, but, the time will tell. Um, Podfriend is more of a conference, but virtual conference as of today's date. I feel that I connect, or I should say, Back to Basic connects with a whole bunch of people around the world virtually. So right now, we are only doing virtually right now, right? So the thought process is that there's a whole bunch of podcasters that I know, the speakers that I know, who do need to be acknowledged. I feel, as I said before in the beginning of my time in Back to Basics, all my guests and all the podcasters that I know and I have interviewed, they are all celebrities. Okay, we're not talking Tom Cruise, we're not talking anyone else. We're talking like these guys are celebrities. So how do we acknowledge these guys as celebrities? Well, I feel that we should all come together in one place and start acknowledging these guys of what they do. Let's showcase their work and let's showcase their talents, their thought process, and their entrepreneurship, right? So I feel that we are going to be creating a pod friends, and we're going to have at least 10 to 11 guests on this show and this platform, and we're also going to get some sponsors too. So whoever wants to be a speaker on this show, we'll get into the details of that, but we'll even get to the details of that. But this is the beginning right now, Jason. So what are your thoughts now?
I'm really excited, brother, because as you said, a lot of players in the podcasting space who are really talented. Okay, but they are kind of the underdogs. Okay, they are grinding, hustling, and they are really dedicated, and they are really creative people, and especially like yourself, very passionate and dedicated, hardworking. I'm also reaching there. I'm not like a pro yet, still learning a lot from you. So yeah, I think this platform, this virtual idea, for me, it's a very, very interesting concept, because the only thing which I currently see is Podfest, right? Which you visited in Florida. Okay, I'm not trying to do a direct comparison, but those are like big giants, right? Big, big infrastructure, and then you on the other side, you're trying to do something for the average guy. Okay, for the local Joe Rogan.
Yeah, so there's a lot of podcast expos out there, right? There's one in Jersey, there's one in DC, there's one in Vegas, there's one in UK that is going to be happening soon. You know, and those are big leaguers, right? And now we're talking about the medium and the younger leaders. So I think that's what I'm trying to target, and it seems like nobody really looks at those. And if there is, then there is, but I want to bring my platform into that level. And I'm not trying to compete with anybody. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to compete with myself to be better than last year and the year before that and the year before that. And that's just how I've done. So if you are online right now, watching us on YouTube and LinkedIn, um, there's something question that Jason just put up, saying that if you want to be a speaker and if you think this is a great idea, please do message us, email us, and in the coming times in the month of July, we'll be sending out a link for you or anyone who wants to be a speaker. And it's not only podcasters. Just please be mindful of that, okay? We are also looking for entrepreneurship too, like brand new entrepreneurship. And if you're a speaker, come on there. Let's speak it out. Let's talk it out, and let's grow and make this bigger than what it is today.
Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. What I wanted to actually say, I edited the question because you highlighted it's going to happen from July.
Yeah.
So, listeners, okay, and viewers who are actually hearing our show or viewing our show, if you're interested in pre registering, okay, just comment either on the chat, on the comment box, say yes. Okay, so at least we have a perspective and idea, like how many people do really think this idea is cool, and they would be interested. So pre-register, like at least give us some statistics to go forward. So just yes and no. And I don't think it's gonna cost you a lot. Just say a yes or no, and I think it's gonna be cool. Go ahead,
And
Girish.
I want people to understand that if the answer is no, it is still okay. We're still going to move forward regardless, right? Because I want people's opinions. I want people to give us feedback, because you know what? Your comments, it seriously makes me stronger day by day. And that's what I'm trying to do. So there's no hard feelings. If the answer is no, hell no, or hell yes, or yes, I'm totally fine with it. Just be truthful and be honest.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Absolutely, absolutely. I think it's pretty cool, and I think giving people the platform just to broadcast and showcase themselves
Yeah.
uh, in this way, I think it's pretty cool. And let me ask you another
Yeah,
thing. So
one
Girish,
second before you go there. So I think Ashish, you mentioned that what is the question? Well, the question is, would you like to pre-register for the Podfriend 2022? And the answer is yes, hell yes, no, or hell no. Those are the four options. So you tell me if you're going to be part of that. And whoever's on there right now who just came on Clubhouse, what we are trying to do is we're trying to bring the local podcasters, a local Joe Rogan, okay, as myself. And I'm not saying I'm a Joe Rogan, but a low class Joe Rogan and a low class enter entrepreneurship who just got into the platform of entrepreneurship and want to be a speaker and don't know where to go. This is a place to be. So that's what I'm trying to do, and this is what I'm trying to create.
That is really cool. We would start, eventually bringing people up. So, guys, if you are actually viewing us on Clubhouse or any broadcasting platforms like LinkedIn or YouTube, either you can post your questions on chat or comment, or feel free to come up and have a discussion with Girish. We are very open, and we should be able to answer most of your questions. So now, Girish, I was just wondering. So, at this moment of time, you're still developing the forms, contact information, the sheets, PDF, presentation decks, and stuff like that, right? So I think you said briefly this is going to happen from July 1st week onwards. You should have a full-fledged system in place. And if I'm not mistaken, you have also acquired the domain, which is podfriends.media. Am I right?
That's right. That is right.
So, I mean, the name itself showcases you are trying to set it up as a media company. Am I right?
It's been a couple of months now, maybe more than that, that Back to Basics has become a production house. And in that production house, what we are doing is we're helping out other podcasters and edit their work and broadcast on their publication, like Encore, Buzzsprout, and some few other ones, right? So that's what I'm trying to do and try to edit their work at the same time. And then in the meantime, we have also helped out other podcasters to be a podcaster. So there are training courses and training lessons that I'm helping these guys also. And that detail, we have not officially launched it because I really want to make sure that it's crisp and it's nice without me hard launching it. So right now it's on the soft launch, and so far has been successful, Jason. So so that's the plan right now for the production house, and there are other crazy stuff that we are going to be launching next year, which I cannot discuss right now. Well, hint, hint, magazine. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do, and I think next year is going to be totally different. Instead of just one podcast, I'll have a total of four podcasts next year. Next year, so that's another crazy step that I'm doing for Back to Basics. So we'll get into the detail of that. So if anyone has a question, please do raise their hand and come up. And who wants to be part of this? And yeah, let's make this happen and let's talk. Let's chit chat. Go ahead, Jason.
Absolutely, absolutely. While you are actually in the process of inviting a few of your friends and colleagues and peers and podcasters to join, I want to actually quickly share a presentation of the Podference. So, guys, if you're watching this live, feel free to click on the link above. In case if you're on Clubhouse, you should be able to see what I'm actually showcasing. So these are basically mock-ups, just to give you an idea how the look and feel of Podference.media or Podference 2022 is going to be. And you can share your thoughts, views. And I'm just gonna quickly move some slides here. So Girish, so this is the cover page, and let's go on to the next slide. What's the next slide like? Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? Okay, so these are cool flyers. Okay, let me make it like full screen, Girish. Okay, let it pop out. Okay, guys. So this is like the example of the flyers. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. This is how, if we do get the option of physically doing the show, according to Girish, he said that this is the kind of setup he's aiming to go ahead with. Would that be right, Girish? Something on this line?
Something along this lines, yes.
I don't know, guys, if you're seeing this, you should definitely come online and check this on YouTube. And let's actually move to the next slide. Different colors, variations. So we wanted to actually see how it would work if we were to do like a billboard advertisement. So this is just an example of how it's gonna look. Let's try some standees. This is how it's gonna look on standees if we were to do it. And finally, let's say a really big billboard. Okay, Girish, how does that look, man?
Yeah, I mean, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there.
We wanted to feel like a movie thing. It's like a movie launch. So there you go, guys. So that's actually the presentation for Podference. Now, while you are actually in the process of getting a few people, actually, let me go ahead and showcase. Is it okay if I can showcase them the magazine snippet which you had sent me? Just
Yeah. Yeah. So if anyone is on there right now, online, please do let us know that you are watching and you're taking a look at it.
yeah.
But that is
So
the sample of the magazine right now as we speak.
so this is actually a really really cool thing. So I mean, I don't know, how are you actually getting these ideas, the conference and the magazine, like what's really happening? And it looks so beautiful, Girish. It looks
Well, the word
so
that I'm
so
going to be
beautiful.
looking for is sexy. But okay, sure. But I cannot talk more in detail about that because I'm still working on that, and that is just a snip of what we have thought of, or what I have thought of. Anju's actually online. So Anju, how are you? Thanks for coming up. Anju,
Hey Girish, hey
hello.
Jason. Hi, this is awesome stuff, man. Sexy stuff, sorry.
Oh, she said sexy.
Yeah,
So what are your thoughts? Do
just
you
to
do you
make Girish happy.
so what are your thoughts? Do you think that we're on the right track, or we're a horrible track and we should start all over again?
No, are you crazy? Like, uh, hopefully in a couple of months, I see myself on the platform with you. So I'd say it's brilliant. Like, I cannot speak about my future plans right now, on a clubhouse, a panel, but this is awesome work. Definitely awesome work.
Yeah, so this is for people who wants to get into the entrepreneurship life, right? And we're not
Yes.
saying that it's going to be successful. We're not saying that it's going to be failure. We're just going to say that this is the next step, because this is more of a push, because some people, they just need push, right? And I feel that this is a platform that we need to start pushing people in different out of the box thinking, right? So that's why I said, you know what, I'll give you at least half a year, and then we'll start out in December and see how this runs, and this how it works out.
All the best. Congratulations and all the best.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so Jason,
Yeah,
we got a
this
thumbs
is
up
really
on
cool.
one side.
Yeah, and Anju, I don't know, Anju. I mean, if you can hear my voice, have you actually seen the magazine which we are live streaming at this moment of time? Did you get a chance to see that?
Uh, I was on YouTube for a bit, but then this was sort of glitching here, so I came back here to two apps on at the same time. It's a problem. My internet is not that strong,
Yeah, so I think Leslie is
but it's
also.
looking good. It's looking good.
Thank you, thank you. So I think Leslie is also online, and she's saying hi from the beach, from Capes.
Cape May, I think Cape
Yeah.
May.
Well, I mean, she spelled it wrong, but yeah,
Oh, you know what? She's in New Jersey.
she is in
Girish,
New Jersey. You should be
awesome.
contacting me, Leslie. How dare you touch New Jersey and not see me?
Hey Leslie, why don't you come actually on Clubhouse? We are live streaming on Clubhouse also. Why don't you come and just talk to us?
Yeah, yeah. So that's the plan that Back to Basics is doing, and this is just not the only thing that we're doing. We're doing other crazy stuff. So,
Hey, where did
yes,
this magazine idea pop up? Girish, I think it's really brilliant, and I'm really surprised that you actually want to collectively do this, like have the launch of the magazine. I mean, that's the idea. It may work, may not work, whatever. We will see how the future goes. To do the magazine and the pod friends together. So in this way, we can save on a lot of marketing costs, right? I think that's what you said.
That is one of the things. Yes, that is correct.
So I'm just having these flip books, which I'm just flipping right now. The
Yeah. So,
presentation, which
so very quickly, Jason, do you want to go and reset the room? And I think Leslie's here, Marcella's here. So let's reset
yeah,
the room if you don't mind.
absolutely, absolutely. Girish, you are actually the man of the hour. So why don't you reset it, man? Just tell
Oh
people
my
what you're
God.
up to.
Okay, here we go. So we are kind of the pre-launching phase right now. We are going to be launching called the Podfres to 2022. So we'll be starting in December. What we're trying to do is we're trying to bring um, the very brand new podcasters and very brand new entrepreneurship people to get onto this platform and become a speaker on this platform virtually right now, because the plan is virtual nowadays, because it seems like that's just how the world is, and it seems like we can make a bigger conference when it's online. There will be a time when we get capital and everything like that, then we can go into a physical location. But the plan is that we're going to have a conference, and we're going to also have a, a digital magazine, or a magazine in general, to be launched at pretty much the same time frame. So if you want to be a speaker, please do contact us in the month of July, because there'll be many different details and forms that you need to fill out, including your blood type. No, I'm kidding. So just just fill out that form, and let's get together and let's make this happen. There'll be few sponsorships already in there. We are connecting some few companies to get that done, and I think I just got one okay yesterday. So it's more of planning it out and things happen
Already?
already.
We
And I
just
already got
we
one speaker already, by the way. So
okay. That was just like 40 seconds, right? You played the whole. Oh God.
yeah. So I officially yes. So Leslie, how are you? Thanks for coming up. So that's my reset.
Hey guys, I'm so excited for both of you and for everyone that's going to be joining. And you've worked so hard. So has Jason with getting your new uh, business up and running, new business ventures. So I'm just here to support you guys. So excited, and I want to hear all about it. So yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, thank you, guys. And just an FYI, Leslie's episode will be releasing on July the 6th also, and there will be um, a special live thing. So I cannot say anything right now, but Leslie needs to give me the green signal. But we will do something special on the 6th of July, and there's a reason why. So, and Leslie's part of it. So we'll talk offline on that. Set score. How are you? Thanks for coming up.
Oh, that's actually Miles.
It's Miles. Miles.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Miles?
Hey, sorry about that. I was trying to unmute myself. Yeah, it sounds really exciting. This podcast thing. I actually messaged you, Girish. I'm definitely interested. Um, so yeah, I look forward to it.
Awesome. Because you know what, we need to start acknowledging the, I don't know what word I should be using, the small bees, the wannabes, and the newbies, right? And it seems like that no one is looking out for them. And I think this is a platform that we want to help each other out to make that happen.
I agree. I agree. I think this is actually a very great initiative. So once again, guys, so Podference is actually a virtual conference. I mean, the idea is to actually do this virtual for the time being, but there is a possibility it can be a physical event also in New Jersey in December of 2022. So the anticipated date is around 12/12/2022. So if you see a commonality there, that is 333, if you follow numerology. And not that we created the event with that idea, but I think it's very fascinating. So 333, and that's when the Podference is going to be held. And we are also in the process of getting the magazine, curating. It's still in the inception phase, right? Girish, because there are a lot of components to look at, before we actually deep dive and really, because printing and production of a magazine or collaterals associated, for such an event, it's going to be an expensive affair. It's just not going to be easy, right? So I think sponsorships would really help you a lot. Have you tried reaching out to the big boys yet?
No, Leslie said no, so not yet. No, I have not. But the thing is, somebody needs to take a bullet somewhere, right? And it seems like we need to invest on certain things. As people, they say you got to invest on yourself, and I think that's what I'm trying to do. Um, it's going to be a really total. I don't know, sponsorship, sponsorship words. I don't know what word I should be using, Leslie. Can you help me out with that? I think self sponsorship, is that the right word?
In this day and age, you could use whatever the heck you want to say, whatever you want. Float your boat, whatever. Guys, I'm getting flack. My son's listening to his podcast right now, Joe Rogan. So we're driving back to Pennsylvania, but I can't wait to hear all about what you guys are doing. And it's so exciting, so cool. And I'm definitely going to support the community and you guys. You know that. So proud of you.
Thank you. So, I mean, obviously, we don't know when the magazine is going to be out, but we are hoping to be launching it on the same day. But there's one thing which is a guarantee that it will happen virtually. Virtually, that is okay. Which is the conference which I'm trying to create and bring these 10 guests on my platform. And the more people come in as a speaker and who wants to be speakers, first time speakers, I think this is the first time. This is the platform to be, and I think we just have a long way to go, a long mission to go, because Jason knows my plan for next year. I think most of the people who are here and who's listening to me and supporting me, they know my plan, but there are others who don't. So you just have to stick around and follow me and
Stick around
follow
and
me.
find out.
Yeah.
I think it's an exceptional plan. Okay, because I don't think it's too much. At the same time, it's also not too little. I feel it's right there at the spot. So I think the magazine will allow a lot of these entrepreneurs, podcasters, and giving people and even your guests an opportunity to broadcast themselves. And I really liked your vision with the magazine that a lot of podcasters actually interview guests, right? They see, the episode ends and that's it. Maybe after a year or so, you connect once again back to do another episode. But during that 1 year time period, imagine the amount of opportunities your guests would have lost by having a magazine. I think we are just reinstating the whole process and also giving them an opportunity to remarket themselves, or their business through your medium. I think it's a brilliant way. uh, I think it's a brilliant positioning. I'm just saying, personally speaking. But how did you come up with this idea, Girish? Like, how did this thought? Did you look out for some inspiration? Like,
I don't know what it is. I think it's going to be like one of those Back to the Future things that you just hit your head and then you just come up with something, right? But honestly, that's not the case. The case is that um, my thought process is that it took me struggles. When I say struggles, it took me struggles to start a podcast, right? And we're not talking about the semantics and the technicalities, right? I'm talking about the design of it, and I'm talking about the talking of it. I'm talking about the audio part of it, and how the hell do I do this every effing day? I really don't know, right? So I feel that some people, they need to voice out and vent out and show their talents. So I think this is the platform to do it at. And I didn't know if there was any platforms out there who's doing it. And if they are, God bless them, because it's a lot of work. So here's another one for that for the platform to talk to all newcomers, right? Because newcomers, they don't get tap of the back and a handshake saying congratulations, God bless, and you will do well. As to some people like Joe Rogan and some other people out there, or Howard Stern or whatever, they get a lot of acknowledgement today, but they don't realize the struggles. Nobody talks about the struggles. So I feel that this platform tells you the struggles of these guys have gone through. So we're also the future Joe Rogans or Howard Stern, and let's bring it forward. And it doesn't matter what platform you're on, right? I mean, it could be you could be a YouTuber, you could be a audio podcaster, or you could just be a health freak, like Leslie, or it could be an entrepreneur who wants to get into the entrepreneur like Jason. So any of these guys, I mean, the topics are really endless, Jason. Yeah.
I'm with you, my friend. I'm with you. So I'm just wondering, for speakers who want to be a speaker at the event, do you think they would be just speaking about their show, or would they be speaking about a specific topic about podcasting? Like,
There
how
has
do
to be
you?
certain topic. There has to be certain topics that they have to talk about. It cannot be only about their business because that's not what is, right? You can talk about your business somewhere else. You can talk about your business, but you have to stick with the topics, and that's the platform. That's how we're going to do it. That's how we're going to design the show. When the form is launched in July, we're going to do start doing that. um yeah, and obviously they need to start talking about back to basics too at the same time. So yeah, so go ahead.
So I was wondering, like, if Leslie, do you have a question, anything which you can think of? You're also an entrepreneur yourself, and you also have like a larger than life vision. So does what do you think? Like, how is the look and feel for you where Back to Basic is heading?
It's interesting because we are all trying to figure out and keep resetting our GPS. I think at the end of the day, people, when they hear about entrepreneur, they think of people that are making monetizing immediate gratification, and it's not that. It can be such a lonely road, and yet we're so passionate, right? We have that fire and drive to excel and to catch that star that's out there. And that's what's so cool about all you guys. We've all watched each other evolve.
I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, we are evolving. I
Okay.
like what I'm hearing. We are.
Yeah, I think she's having signal issues. Go ahead, Leslie.
Yeah, so sorry about that. So what I was saying is, it's really cool to see us grow and evolve because we all have that commonality of having a passion, having these similar tools that we can get our voice out globally. But there's ebbs and flows. There's a lot of hurdles. There are days that I'm ready to conquer the world, and other I'm not going to do this, but I keep going because I have that passion like you guys. So it's really cool to see everybody grow and evolve, and we're going to get there. We're all going to get there.
I totally agree. We are gonna be reaching there very, 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 very soon. I'm with you 100% on that. So, I mean, I'm really glad that we are having this conversation, Girish. So many things to do. Podference happening on December 12th, 2022. If you're on YouTube, you should be able to see actually most of the details, like website. So there are two domains at this moment of time. We are also working on the backlink. So the first domain is podference.media, and you heard that right. Podference is going to be a media company. Second is back-to-basics-mode.com. So you can go either on these websites. So I think eventually we will have the hyperlink back-to-basics-mode.com/podfriends. And both of these links would be redirected to the same page, which will have the intake form. Am I right? That's what we are anticipating on doing.
Yeah, so right now the Podfriend media is getting forwarded to the website rightnow.com because we're still in the back end creating a page for this Podfriend. So that is a plan. There are many, many other things, Jason. I'm just so eagerly to say it. I just cannot say it right now.
Say
Uh,
it. Say it.
I wish I could.
Say
I wish I could. Well, one of them I could say now that, which is not a secret at all yet. Right now, I've done a soft launch of my four podcast. Um, so that's crazy, but it is true. Um, but Yeah, I will do a hard launch next year when it comes with the four podcast. But right now, you can listen to it right now as we speak with those four podcasts. Yeah.
That is lovely, my friend. That is really lovely. So I'm really excited for Pod Friends, Pod Mag. I hope you get an IP on these names as soon as possible, just to safeguard yourself. That's my personal recommendation. And, so guys, that's the website link, podfriends.media or back2basicsmod.com /podfriends. We will have the intake form shortly. For PodMag, I think we're working on the URL, right? It's podmag.co. Again, it's going to be redirected. Am I right?
For now, it's going to be redirected to the website. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. 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 That is lovely. So actually, in a way, I mean, if you think about it, actually, if you do get a sponsor, the sponsor has the ability of not only being a part of your podcast, okay, second, your magazine, third, even the event, right? So, kaboom, three things. So that's another three. Okay, so three, 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 and that's a fourth three, and in combined in total it becomes 12. That's a total of three. So I think I really love it. So I'm glad I'm glad that we're having this conversation. So we will be doing more episodes on Podference. I think we like the idea of giving people a backstory of the process, right? Because most people don't really show the struggle, and I think what we can do is we can do these episodes recurringly, show people how we are progressing, right? What kind of moves you made, like
Hmm.
how I think it would have a nice story to it. So
Hmm.
guys, if you're actually hearing this show, for more information on the event or sponsorship opportunities, please reach out to Girish directly on back2basicsmode.com. There is an email address as well, support at the rate back2basicsmode.com, or you can simply call 732-835-2254. All these things would be available on the description or the show notes, however you would be viewing or listening to this conversation. So let's actually get some final thoughts, and we can wrap up the conversation, Girish. So
Yeah, I mean, the final thought is I'm freaking excited about this whole entire thing. I really don't know how the hell I'm gonna handle all this, but I'm gonna handle it, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make this happen. Um, so with your help, anyone's help out there, right? This is the only way to make it work. It's not about finance, and it's not always about anything, right? Emotional support is the biggest thing also, and if you have a talent and you are capable to help with this project, please do contact me. That's how I feel that it should grow, and it should grow nicely, right? Because this is my baby, but it's your baby too, right? So if you take care of your baby the way I do, I think this can be successful both ways. So yeah, that's my speech.
Leslie did correct her comment. So it is Cape May. Look at the
Yeah,
next one. She
yeah,
said
I saw that.
Cape May, and this then she said ha 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 ha. Thank you, Leslie, for editing your YouTube comment. We appreciate that very, very much. Awesome, awesome. So, Leslie, do you have any thoughts before we wrap it up? We're going to say high five to one another and we'll wind up our show.
Hey, Girish, I just wanted to wish you all the best. And I know you're going to be able to walk the walk and you are going to rock it. And you are just going to go bonkers with all of this. I have so many words that I want to say to you, but you're going to, you're going to be awesome. So yeah, good luck with everything. That's great. And
Yeah,
Jason too.
yeah. Thank you so much, Leslie. And I'm a little upset with you that you're in Jersey and you didn't meet me. So, haha, back to you.
Hi.
How far is Cape May from where you stay, Girish?
Oh, it's totally far. I'm messing with her. It's far away.
Yeah. So don't worry about it, Leslie. You don't have to go and meet him. So
Oh no, no, she's not worried at all. She's not coming at all.
I want to personally
We
thank each and
will.
every.
We will, Connect.
So guys, if you might be wondering, like, how is this happening, like, where is this noise coming? So Clubhouse is actually an application which you use on your phone, and it is a social media audio app. We are not saying this because it's being promoted by Clubhouse or anything. We're just saying, like, that's how we are having this conversation. So this is connected to my interface, and this allows us to have this conversation not only by video but also audio at the same time. So you understand, audio and video both being broadcasted live at the same time, exclusively with Girish Bali and the one and only Jason Thomas, the Fresh Hit Podcasting. And I just wanted to say that, if you guys want to say hello to me, my website is imjdesigns.co. I'm a brand identity designer and a fresh beginner level podcaster. And so, luckily, due to some of my friends' help, including Girish, Mr. LJ Haywood, and Tiffany Warner, and Melissa, Leslie, and many of my other friends, including you, Girish, I was able to actually do 46 episodes so far on my podcast, and I started in Feb of 2022. 46 episodes, and eventually it's going to be like a half century, like 50. I'm not saying that it's a lot, but to do that money, it does require a lot of dedication and passion. So I wouldn't have been able to achieve any of this without you guys constantly supporting. And not only that, not just supporting in terms of just sharing knowledge, in terms of giving ideas how you can be creative and how to be efficient, how to have automation in the process, everything, even technology, and some of the things which you see around, like lighting, mics, whatever. So so I'm very grateful not only to have business opportunities, but also have friends like yourself close to me to help me to achieve this. So thank you, thank you, thank you, each and everybody. I see somebody new in the lounge. Girish, do you know this person?
Yes, Brandon. I know Brandon, and I think I know the other one too. Vigan.
Oh, let's
Uh,
actually invite Brandon. I know Brandon. I just
Brandon, we
refreshed. So
know.
Brandon,
We
let's come
talked about
up,
Star
Brandon.
Wars. Brandon,
Hello.
how's it going?
Was it Tuesday? It's going okay.
You had to think about that.
Yeah, my kids are transitioning out of school until like summer break here, so we've had half days and days off, and it's throwing me off.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Well, I went through the same hassle this morning. So.
Yeah, it feels like a Monday, but it's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Brand,
So, do you have any questions for us, Brandon, or should we tell
he
you?
joined a little late, so I don't know, Girish, at what point he joined. So Brandon, just to give you an overview, Girish is actually his production company, back2basicsmode.com. The production company is actually in the process of creating a Podference, a podcast conference event in New Jersey, December 12th, 2022. And it's going to be virtual. We are looking out for speakers and sponsorship opportunities. So he broadcasted it live yesterday for a 40-second clip, and he has already got one sponsor and one speaker in less than 24 hours. So that's what we are actually discussing. So the video which you have linked onto the top, if you're on Clubhouse, actually that would help you to watch the entire episode. He gives us a little perspective on what was the mission and why did he decide to do this. And not only that, along with the event, the Podference event, now he's also in the process of starting up a magazine specifically for podcasters. And we showcase some examples of how the magazine would look and feel and how it's gonna go about, stuff like that. So what do you think? Is that a good move, Brandon, based on your professional point of view?
Oh, you guys know I only podcast as a hobby, so I'm assuming you guys are coming from more of a production kind of tied to what you do for a career, correct?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. I mean, why not? I still think that podcasting is still in the Wild West. I also think that web design and all the other stuff, I think so much social media, I think everything is still in the Wild West. So I say go for it. Might as well do it now, because in 5 years you're probably going to kick your butt saying, why didn't I do it? Because I think there's so much opportunity. So I think it's cool. You said it's in New Jersey, but it's also
Well,
virtual?
see, as of right now, the way the design is going to be, if I get enough sponsorship for the event, there will be a location in New Jersey. But the way it's going right now, as we speak, it will be virtual right now when it comes to the Pod Friends for 12/12/22.
Okay, cool. Well, good luck with that, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's going to be great. Obviously, there might be, admissions when it's coming down to the event type of things, but not really crazy, crazy. But there will be guests, there will be speakers, there will be sponsorships, obviously. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff are going on right now.
That is so true. So Brandon, I mean, I don't know. We would have the launch of this, which is gonna happen in July, like a full fledged launch. You would have the forms and everything uploaded, and if you are interested, or if you know anybody who would be interested, please pass them on to Girish. When I say pass them on, like, share his contact information, and we will see how things roll. But I appreciate you joining the stage and saying hi. So great to see you, my friend. He's an awesome dude. I love his
Well, I have a question. What is the whole point of the Podference? Like, what is the objective? Is it a once a year is a different goal, or is this like it's the same thing every year and it's just educating, networking?
Okay, so the thought process is this is going to be once a year event. That's one. Um, so the thought process is that we know Joe Rogan's and we know Howard Stern's, right? And we know how they got there, right? But we actually kind of don't how they got there, right? The struggles have how they got there. So I feel that we, new podcasters, new entrepreneurs, and new business people, okay, um, we want to see them grow. We want to see them show us your skills and show us your talents. And if you want to be a speaker and you've never been a speaker, this is a place to be, right? So I feel this is a platform that I'm creating, and I will be creating a Pod Friends, and I want to invite all the people who want to be speakers, who want to be sponsors on my Pod Friends that I'm creating. It will be in December, so it's more of a new entrepreneur people, new podcasters. I mean, it could be a comedian too, matter of fact, because they are also speakers too in some weird way, right? In a funny way, but they all also are entrepreneurs, just like Monsi, who's here in the audience and who was a guest on my show for season one. So it's more of showing these people the showcase of their talents and their skills, and this is why this platform has started. I hope that makes sense, Brendan.
Cool. I dig it. No, good. That's nice. Yeah. I think there's so much to learn. Like I said, I still think podcasting's in the Wild West, and I think it's going to be totally different in probably 5-10 years. I don't know. Joe Rogan, like the guy was a big name. He's like a celebrity who, got into a fight with Carlos Mencia. He was on like TV. The guy was around. So for him to like become a famous podcaster, that's also, let's not forget he was famous. I think anything that's gonna get podcasters to be as famous as musicians, as actors, I think that's what I would like to see podcasting do. Jason, you're a designer. You know how many people know artists, people know photographers, they know every form of art. They don't know designers. They might know one. Nobody knows designers. I would love to see designers get recognition. I would like to see podcasters get recognition. I think there's a lot of creative jobs out there, or positions, or whatever. I think there are people out there making content, coming up with good ideas, in these things. And I just, yeah, I applaud anybody to stand up and just help organize and lead the way. And that's great.
Yeah, thank you again, and whoever is online right now on YouTube and LinkedIn, you can look at the clips that Jason's coming out with the magazine that I'll be coming out with for Back to Basics, and whoever wants to be part of that. Obviously, there are some few charges for half a page and full page and advertisements and whatever, but it's going to be a once a year book, or I should say a magazine. So that's also another thing which I'm going to be getting into also, because we need to start acknowledging people who are strugglers and who wants to be the next whatever, right? So this is the platform to be, and I feel this is the right platform to be. There might be other people doing the same damn thing. That's fine. God bless them. But I'm doing it in my own way, my own style, my own back to basic style. Hope people have supported me all this way, and I have a long way to go. So in the meantime, Monty, thanks for coming up.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, West Coaster.
West Coaster, you will not believe where I'm coming from.
New Jersey,
No,
New York.
guess no, where
California,
exact no, exactly where I'm coming from. If I tell
Washington,
You're telling you're coming from Indiana.
you, no,
Hmm.
I'm coming from A to
British
New York.
Columbia.
Oh shit. Okay. Let's not talk about the stuff there.
I had to go to work today, and so I was like, okay, this is funny. And then I saw you online. I was like, I'm gonna come and tell you this thing. It's so weird. Honestly, the worst thing happened because I'm leaving in the middle of the day because the internet sucked at work.
Yeah. Go figure. A communications company have internet issues. Okay, well anyway, so Monty, what do you think so far? What I have discussed about what I've creating?
I barged in between, but I think it's pretty good. Like what I heard from Podference as well as from the magazine, and I think like now that I go back and literally like today I was getting that perspective. Like things have changed so much, and the world literally like today I really felt that the world has changed. I was giving zero fucks at so many places, and I'm like, people have woken up, changed, want to be seen, want to be known, and are doing so much more than what they are showcased as at workplace. And so I feel like platforms like this and opportunities like this will not just be good for them or for the person who's running it, whether it's you or Brandon or someone else. I feel like it's just going to have a new way of looking at things. Like Podference itself is, I think, a new innovative idea.
Yeah, so I mean, what do you think? You think that do you see yourself as a speaker?
I do see myself as a speaker. Yeah, I just think I would want to be part of it when I feel like I know I am bringing value. And then obviously, like the way I like to function is to basically brainstorm and see what I can bring to the table. And even though I'm a comedian, I've done like so many shows across US. But I feel like every platform has its own meaning. Like not everything can be done everywhere. Like you can do acting on podcast, right? So certain things can be done only on certain platforms. So but you can leverage that platform in a different way. So I feel like this itself, this new concept, and the more we explore, we'll be able to identify how this can be used and utilized.
Yeah, I mean, this is what this platform is all about, and this is what I have started thinking about for the longest time. And I'm like, well, we don't have any people tapping at the back saying, "Congratulations, you're doing great work," right? And we're just going to be strugglers till we get to that level, right? And there are people in Muncie in your realm. I don't know who the comedians are. Or let's say, I don't know, Russell Peters, let's say, or who's the other comedians?
We
I mean,
love Russell.
yeah.
Who said that?
Jason. So Jason's online. He's on streaming on YouTube right now and LinkedIn. So
see.
so the audio is through my channels right now.
Gotcha.
So, but no one knows Mansi, right? I mean, very few people do, right? So
Right.
what we want to do is to bring
Unless I
Manso.
start harassing people like Russell, and then people will know me.
Well, yeah, of course, or just give him a pout
I
on the
had to put
side.
him down. Yeah, sorry.
So, but
Not my
you, but
favorite. Sorry, Jason.
yeah, but I mean, you know what I mean, right, Mansi? I mean,
Yeah, I
you
get it. I get it.
yeah. So
No.
we want to bring Brendan out. We want to bring Leslie out because she's also a podcaster. She's in the health freak area, and Mansi is a comedian and wants to get into and get her talents and skills shown. Jason is a designer, right, and marketing designer. So let's bring his showcase up there. So that's what I'm trying to do in this one. So
I also feel like, with collaboration, I feel people can do a mix and match of things.
that's
Like,
right.
so when you look at a podcast, it's like maybe a two-way conversation or three-way conversation, but basically it's not really mixing and matching skills. So let's say, Leslie's talking about healthcare, but this can also be mixed up with nutrition, can also be mixed up with exercise. It could also be
Exactly.
mixed up with, it's like so many things
Yes.
just
So
weaved in together.
that is right. So back to basics is starting small circles, and those small circles are is this pod friends that we're trying to create, right? So we need sponsors, we need speakers, we need collaborations, we need designers, we need pretty much everyone's help to make this happen because it's not just one person's job. It's going to be everyone who's going to go and make this happen. So I feel that we're going to have 10 speakers on here and we're going to have a bunch of sponsors on here to make this happen. So far, I got one sponsors and one speaker. And I only launched this like soft launch yesterday on my live show. So I'm going to have another live show tomorrow. I'm going to go and play the video that I'm going to be playing tomorrow. But in the meantime, the hard launch of the form to be filled out to have speakers. You can contact me now if you like. That's not a big deal. But the official form will be coming out in July. So, yeah, so that's that. So thank you again, Mansi, for being here, and hopefully you'll be a speaker. And we're gonna have a kick ass event.
Hey, I
Absolutely.
have a question though, Girish.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, so the question is actually, so when we include such a large pool of audience, right? You said entrepreneurs, comedians, musicians. So, I mean, are you trying to do that with the intent there is more awareness about podcasting in general? Or are you just trying to create a platform to just bring everybody in? Because if you bring everybody in, so the message, I mean, structurally, I think there would be a challenge in terms of organizing an event which will be a fit for all, right? So, how do you plan to handle that?
yeah. So the logistics will be coming out in July. There'll be some more details on that, but I think it'll be more podcasters and more entrepreneur. This is what I feel, and this is what the realm is. But I think most of the people that I've interviewed so far, they are comedians and entrepreneur slash, right? Because that's what Mansi is technically, right? And magicians are also entrepreneurs slash, music freaks. Yeah. So I feel it'll be podcasters and entrepreneurs in this platform.
Awesome, awesome. So, I mean, I think I understand the goal. The goal which you have is to bring creative minds and podcasting together because both can work in harmony if we
That's right.
give people the platform, right? Because
That's right.
talented podcasters require talented creative professionals like, maybe musician to create audiogram, not audiograms, but jingles and intro music or whatever. If you have a podcast, if you have room space, breathing space in between, or advertisements plots, what if a comedian wants to broadcast or showcase a small audio clip of they joking about something, and you can play it like, yeah, I think it's a brilliant idea. I mean, if you think about it, right? Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, Mansi's already said 90% yes.
She said 90%. Okay. Now, Mansi, I'd really like you to
I don't
really
want to
tell
put her
me
on the
about
spot. That's why I said 90.
what's
So
up
I'm
with this
actually
profile
surprised that
picture
it's
you
not a
have.
soft
Like,
launch.
The profile picture you have, Mansi, I'm so sorry, I don't mean to be personal, but I hope it was a sunny day. Is a flower? Are you trying to fist fight with the flower? Is that what is happening?
No, actually, this is a very accidental picture. I was walking by a place and there was this bougainvillea. I was holding it and my friend cracked a joke and then I started laughing too hard and she took a picture. That's it. Like nothing much happened to be honest, but I was just laughing at a joke and it just turned out to be nice. Yeah.
That's a lovely picture, by the way. So,
Thank you.
so I'm
Girish, I'm
glad.
going to take a leave. I'm actually driving, so I will talk to you again.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to come and say hi.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully,
Right?
you'll be part of this whole mess that I'm creating.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Yes. We'll
I
talk
just
again.
want to. I just
Bye.
want.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mansi. So I just want to say thank you to each and everybody who have been listening to our show. Thank you, Leslie, Brandon, and Sandhya, whoever joined in the beginning, consistently stayed for the entire show. We will be wrapping it up. We will try to do more shows to give you a little background of how, if tomorrow, if you want to actually do an event, maybe a little idea on the process. It's not complex, not too complex. I think we can all figure it out. So I want to thank you, Girish, for once again for being a guest on my show. This is a bonus episode. I appreciate this very, very much. So thank you. Let's wave one another. Bye bye. Thank
Take care.
you, Brandon. Thank you, Leslie. Have a nice day. I'm going to end the
Yep.
stream. Thank you. Bye.